Hi there, Mike MacArthur from the Oshkosh Public Library here for This Month in Library History. November 2nd, 2005, director steps down. So on this day, John Nichols ended his 23-year career at the Oshkosh Public Library as its director. He started in 1982 and oversaw some massive changes at the library, including the introduction of computers, digital technology, the internet, and he shepherded the library through its major renovation and restoration project in 1993 and 4. He was also named by the American Library Association as Librarian of the Year at this point. November 16th, 1962, library offers photographic records as new service. Hey, vinyl came to the library in 1962. Y'all remember records, right? You might still have some. I do. So this initial collection began with a donation of 44 LPs by an anonymous donor, and it continued to grow over the years. It was mostly classical music when it first started out. We still have some of them in the library, as more of a historical collection. But, these records were eventually phased out for cassette tapes. Cassette tapes were eventually phased out for CDs, and then the CDs are being phased out through streaming. November 16th, 1962, Freedom to Read statement endorsed by the library board. So the library is standing behind access to, a variety of materials and reading and ideas goes way back. A few years back from right now, this is 2025, a few years back, we adopted a new Freedom to Read statement. But I was like, hey, we already had one written 50 years ago. It was about the same, too. November 18th, 1921, reference librarian at the Oshkosh Public Library dispenses much information. This is one of these articles that you get periodically through the library's history under the title of, gee, librarians get asked a lot of weird things. So I was kind of curious what librarians were being asked in 1921, and here are some examples. The meaning of the word disarmament, data on American poets, information on hinges, a congressman's address in Washington, the pronunciation of certain Spanish and Japanese names, information on the independence of the Philippines, and one rural gentleman came in looking for ideas of what to name his farm. November 23rd, 2000, library issues children new cards, forgives $9,500. They forgave for the first time en masse over $9,500 worth of fines. Studies have bore out that fines don't really encourage people to bring things back. They just encourage people to never come back to the library after they feel like they owe us money. November 23rd, 2005, library board appoints new director. So after the retirement of John Nichols early in the month, Jeff Gilderson Dewey was hired. He was most recently the director of the Green Bay Library. He started in 2005, but he came to here as our director in 2005, but actually started his career here behind the reference desk from 1989 to 1992. He was a solid Oshkosh reference librarian. November 28th, 1962, did the Oshkosh Library lion get hungry? Here's just a funny thing to end on. You probably can't see, the picture too well, but apparently some silly jokester put a shoe in the library lion's mouth, giving the impression that a lion devoured somebody as they walked by. Jokers. Or did it really eat someone?